First of all, when we look at the peace plan for Gaza, there are phases, and now when we move up to second phase, hopefully, we have to have certain things happen first. First of all, we need to, the Hamas is ready to hand over the administration of Gaza to a technical Palestinian committee, a political one. So the names are, I think, is already determined and handed over to the interested parties. So first of all, we need to see that the Palestinian committee of technical people are taking over the administration of Gaza. Then we need to see that the police force is being formed to police Gaza, again from the Palestinians, not Hamas, but non-Hamas Palestinians, vetted and trained, and they should be in place. When we first start talking about just only disarming Hamas at the first phase, I mean, it may not be a realistic and doable objective just a start. We first need to implement certain concrete steps. Well, at the moment, that is still being discussed because the formation of international stabilization force is a matter of big coordination and discussions. First of all, you need to find voluntary countries who can actually send troops in certain numbers. So we need to have a significant number of troops from some countries. So I think that process is still is going on, and the Americans also putting pressure on Israelis on about us, about Turkey. So we have already stated that we are ready to make every kind of contributions, including sending troops for ISF. So the internal security of the Gaza should be taken care of the police force that should be created by peace board, and the ISF can only help them in training, sometimes maybe in equipment. So if, as international community, we fail in implementing the second phase of the peace plan, in bringing really order and peace to Gaza, it will be a huge failure on the part of international system, on the part of United States, and because President Trump has actually led this Gaza peace plan. Well, we are happy to see that the new administration has successfully completed its first year. Of course, the challenges are enormous, huge, and so is the solidarity of the international community. So we need to be very sensitive about territorial integrity, unity, and sovereignty about Syria. It doesn't mean that we are giving a blank check to the Syrian government and administration to oppress the minorities. No, on the contrary, nobody should oppress, and they should feel free to express their identity, to practice their faith, and to feel about their safety. Well, right now, the Americans, us, and Syrians are all together discussing about this, how to end peacefully without resorting any military means. As you know, in last March, there was an agreement signed by both SDF and Damascus government, and everybody is hoping that that agreement is honored. But the signals that we are getting that the SDF has no intention of honoring this agreement because they are in search of finding an alternative ways of just going around the agreement. Well, for SDF, I think they should understand that the command and control should come from one place.